What if I told you that there is an unseen strength available to you at every moment, a source of hope and renewal that never depletes? What if I said that this strength comes from having faith in God, an unwavering trust that guides you through life's toughest challenges? Imagine navigating a ship in the midst of a storm. The waves are towering, the winds are fierce, and visibility is near zero. In life, just like in that storm, we often feel swamped by our problems, unsure of where to turn or what to do next. It is in these moments that faith in God becomes our compass, providing direction when the way forward is obscured by the tumult of daily struggles. Faith is more than just belief. It is the foundation of our relationship with the Almighty, the cornerstone of our Christian walk. It is what sustains us through the trials and tribulations of life, guiding us toward God's eternal promises.
Faith in God is not just a belief, but a powerful force that transforms us, strengthens us, and helps us grow in ways we never imagined possible. It is through faith that we find the strength, patience, and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges and become the people God intends us to be. Faith is a source of immense strength. When we place our trust in God, we tap into a wellspring of divine power that sustains us through the most difficult times.
Faith begins with a simple yet profound truth. God is with us. In moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and trial, He never leaves our side. Think about the times in your life when you felt overwhelmed, lost, or afraid. Remember how you found the strength to keep going, the comfort that came seemingly out of nowhere. That was God, gently guiding you, offering His hand when you needed it most. One of the most beautiful aspects of faith is its ability to grow through the challenges we face. It's in the valleys of life where our faith is tested and refined. When we encounter difficulties, we have a choice to succumb to despair or to turn to God and trust in His plan for us. Remember, it is not the absence of difficulties that strengthens our faith, but how we face them.
The Bible is replete with stories of faith, each one a testament to the power and importance of trusting in God. Let's begin with one of the most profound examples of faith found in the Scriptures, the story of Abraham. In Genesis 12, verses 1 to 2, God called Abraham to leave his homeland and go to a land that He would show him. Despite not knowing where he was going, Abraham obeyed because he had faith in God's promise. Hebrews 11, verse 8 tells us, "By faith Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive as an inheritance. And he went out, not knowing where he was going." Abraham's journey was not without challenges, but his unwavering faith in God allowed him to become the father of many nations. His story reminds us that faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting God's plan, even when we cannot see the whole picture.
Life, as we know, is filled with both joy and sorrow, triumphs and trials. It is during the most challenging times that our faith is tested and ultimately strengthened. When we face difficulties, it can be easy to feel lost or overwhelmed. We might find ourselves asking, "Why is this happening to me?" or "When will things get better?" It's in these moments that understanding God's timing becomes crucial. The Bible reminds us in Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven." God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own expectations. It's important to remember that delays do not mean denials. Sometimes what seems like a delay is actually God preparing us for something greater. He sees the bigger picture that we cannot.
Consider the story of David, a young shepherd who faced the giant Goliath with nothing but a sling and his faith in God. David's confidence did not come from his own strength, but from his unwavering belief that God was with him. This story teaches us that no matter how insurmountable our challenges may seem, with faith in God, we can overcome them. There are moments when it feels like our prayers go unanswered, but this is when our faith must be strongest. Trust that God knows what is best for us and that He is working in ways we cannot see.
Think about the story of Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel's unwavering faith in God gave him the strength to face a seemingly impossible situation without fear. He trusted that God would protect him, and his faith was rewarded. Similarly, our faith empowers us to face our own lions, those daunting challenges and fears that seem insurmountable. With faith, we are never alone. God's strength becomes our strength. Faith and resilience are closely linked. Life will undoubtedly throw us curveballs, but our faith in God helps us bounce back from adversity.
Trusting God in uncertainty is another crucial aspect of navigating life's challenges. There will be times when the path ahead is unclear and we cannot see the way forward. It's in these moments that our trust in God must be unwavering. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 teaches us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." Trusting God means letting go of our need to control every aspect of our lives and believing that He is guiding us, even when the road is dark and uncertain. It's about surrendering our worries to Him and having confidence that His plans for us are good.
Let's reflect on a simple analogy: a seed planted in the ground. For days, weeks, or even months, it appears as if nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are growing, life is taking shape. Eventually, a sprout emerges, and over time, it blossoms into a beautiful plant. Our faith works in much the same way. We may not see immediate results, but God is at work nurturing our growth and preparing us for the blessings to come.
Faith in God also means trusting His timing. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to become impatient and want immediate results. However, Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 teaches us, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven." God's timing is perfect, and His delays are not His denials. Remember the story of Joseph, who was sold into slavery by his brothers and spent years in prison before he rose to a position of great power in Egypt. Joseph's faith in God never wavered, and he ultimately saw how God used his trials to save many lives. Genesis 50 verse 20 captures his faith beautifully. "As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring it about that many people should be kept alive as they are today." When we face hardships, it is crucial to remember that God is with us.
Consider the story of Job. He lost everything: his wealth, his health, his family. Yet he remained faithful to God. Job's resilience in the face of overwhelming loss is a testament to the power of faith. His story shows us that even when we are at our lowest, faith gives us the resilience to rise again. It reminds us that our current struggles do not define us. Our faith in God does. Faith in God is about allowing that belief to transform our lives. It is about drawing strength from His promises, being patient in His timing, and finding resilience through His grace. When we have faith, we are not easily shaken. We become like trees planted by streams of water, strong and unyielding, growing and flourishing even in the face of life's storms.
Faith is also about surrender. It's about letting go of our need to control every aspect of our lives and trusting that God's plan is greater than anything we could imagine. This doesn't mean we sit back and do nothing. Rather, we do our part and leave the rest to God. It's in this surrender that we find true peace, knowing that we are in the hands of a loving Father. Having faith in God is a transformative experience. It changes the way we see the world, the way we handle adversity, and the way we live our lives. It fills us with hope, courage, and an unshakable belief that we are loved and cared for by the Creator of the universe.
Overcoming fear and doubt is perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of faith. Fear and doubt are natural human emotions, but they can paralyze us and prevent us from moving forward. When we are gripped by fear, we must remember the words of Isaiah 41 verse 10, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." God's promise to be with us and to strengthen us is a powerful antidote to fear. It's in His presence that we find the courage to face our challenges head on. Let me share a personal story with you. There was a time in my life when I faced a significant health scare. The uncertainty was overwhelming and fear crept into my heart. I didn't know what the future held, and it was tempting to give in to despair. But in that dark valley, I chose to lean on my faith. I prayed fervently, seeking God's guidance and comfort. Gradually, I felt a sense of peace wash over me, a reassurance that I was not alone. It was not an easy journey, but through it, my faith grew stronger. I learned to trust God's timing, even when it didn't make sense to me, and to overcome my fears by holding on to His promises. Faith through life's challenges is not about having all the answers or always being strong. It's about trusting in God's timing, even when it seems delayed. It's about relying on God in the face of uncertainty and believing that He is guiding us. It's about overcoming our fears and doubts by holding on to His promises and knowing that He is with us.
No matter what challenges come our way, we are not alone. God walks with us, strengthens us, and upholds us with His righteous hand. Brothers and sisters, faith is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But in those moments, we must remember that our faith is rooted in a God who is all-knowing, all-powerful, and ever-loving. As Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 encourages us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths." Let us cultivate a deep and abiding faith in God. Let us trust in His promises, His timing, and His unfailing love. Let us be like the mustard seed in Matthew 17 verse 20, which though small, grows into a mighty tree. With faith, even as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for us.